your salary is $1,300 per week, and you receive a 4.5% commission on your sales each week. What are the possible amounts in dollars that you can sell each week to earn at least $1,500 per week? Okay, first of all, I just want to say $1,500 per week. Dang. Like, dang. But, ignoring that, we are trying to figure out how much we need to sell each week. So let's have X be dollars sold each week. So, say you're selling boats. I don't even know what boats cost. If you sell a boat, you've sold $4,000 worth of stuff.
That's a cheap boat.
I was gonna say, is that like half of a crappy boat?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So. Okay. Now your salary is $1,300 per week. Does that change each week? No. So you have $1,300. You're definitely going to get that each week. In addition to the $1,300, you'll get 4.5% commission. So each dollar that you sell, you get 4.5% of that back. Yes?
Can I explain how I figured out how much you would make with the $1,300?
Yeah. Let's get it done.
So I just said 13,000 times 0.45, and then I got $585.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Let's see. We'll find out. Okay, so we're definitely getting the 1,300. In addition, every dollar that we spend, we get 4.5% back. So we get 4.5% per dollar. In math, what does the word per mean? Multiply. So we need to somehow write 4.5% as a decimal. How do you write 4.5% as a decimal? You don't want to use the percentage, you want to use the decimal. Do you remember how to change a decimal or a percent to a decimal?
Move the decimal to the left once.
Twice. Move the decimal to the left twice. Or do 4.5 divided by 100 in your calculator. 4.5% is 4.5 out of 100. So 4.5 divided by 100 is 0.045. Or the shortcut is take the decimal, move it left twice. And it's 4.5% per dollar that you sell. Leave a space so we can think about what symbol to use, and we want to earn $1,500 per week. All right. Would it be okay for us to earn exactly $1,500? Yeah, we have to earn at least. So I'm going to put the equals line. Would it be okay for us to earn less than $1,500? Would it be okay for us to earn more than $1,500? Yes. So you want what we earn on the left to be larger than or equal to $1,500. Some math teachers would say that you should be able to take the word at least and put the correct symbol in. Personally, my brain doesn't work that way. So I prefer to set it up and then think about, can this be more, can this be less, and which symbol would be the most appropriate? Okay, take a moment and solve that inequality, and let's see what we get. All right, so we subtract 1,300 from both sides, and then we divide by 0.045. If you got a whole bunch of fours, you did it correctly. $4,444.44. So, because this is a word problem, we need our answer to have either symbols or words. So we need to earn greater than or equal to, sell, $4,444.44. So if you're selling boats, no big deal. If you're selling cars, no big deal. You got to sell like one, and you'll be good. If you're selling staplers, you might have a lot of work ahead of you. Okay? All right, the next problem. Let's make a quick correction. At the bottom of the problem where it says 50, it should say 60. This is a two-part problem. You have $60 and are going to an amusement park. You spend $27.50 for the entrance fee and $15 for food. You want to play a game that costs 75 cents. Write and solve an inequality to find the possible numbers of times you can play the game. That's part 1. We'll talk about part 2 in a minute. So I want you to take a minute and see if you can figure out how to write and solve an inequality. We've got 2 minutes to talk it over, try to figure it out. Okay, let's start with what we know. You have $60. Does $60 sound like something you're adding, or does it sound like a total?
Total.
A total. So I'm going to write total next to that, just so I remember. You spend $27.50. So I'm going to spend $27.50. And plus, you spend $15 on food. And plus, you want to play a game that costs 75 cents. So we're going to have 75 cents. Now, are we playing the game once or twice or multiple times? That would be our variable. So x is going to represent, of course, it doesn't want to write anymore, number of times game is played. Somewhere on your work, you need to indicate what your variable represents. So if someone else is looking at your math, they know what the heck you're talking about. So 75 cents per game, so times x. And that all has to add up to our total of $60. Can we spend exactly $60? Yes, so I'm going to put my equals line. Can we spend more than 60?
No.
No. Can we spend less than 60?
Yes.
So the stuff that we spend on the left has to be smaller than or equal to 60. By starting with that equals line and then thinking about, can this side be more or less, that will help you to get the right symbol in there. Now that you have it set up, do you feel like you can solve this inequality?
Yeah.
Okay, take a moment and do that. Okay, we got 75.75 times x is less than or equal to, what is 60 minus 4250? Okay. So x is less than or equal to what? 23.3 repeated. Now, we do need to think about this in realistic terms. Because x represents the number of times we're playing a game, 0.3 repeated is 1/3. Can you play a game 1/3 time? No. You either play the game or you don't. So we should rewrite our answer as x is less than or equal to 23 games. Okay? Now we go to part 2 of this problem. If you play the game this 23 times, will you have spent the entire $60? What do you think? What did we just do here? We rounded down. So if we play the game 23 1/3 time, we would use the entire $60. But we can't play the game that 1/3 time. We can only play it 23 times. So if you play the game 23 times, no, you will not have used all of the $60. If you played the game 24 times, you'd have to ask your friend to spot you some change because you wouldn't quite have enough money. All right, number 10. Personally, I don't really like how number 10 is written, so we're going to change it a little bit. The first sentence doesn't really make sense. Grades for a course are based on 5 exams and 1 final. So 6 tests total. All of the tests are worth 100 points. That sentence is actually a little bit of just extra information that you don't really need in the problem. In order to receive a B in the course, we are going to change this to 480 points. So to get a B, you need to score at least 480 points. To get an A, you need to score at least 540 points. So we are going to create a 2-part problem here. We're first going to think about what do we need to get on the final to get a B? What would we need to get on the final to get an A? Your grades on the 5 exams are 82, 85, 76, 93, and 88. Write an inequality that represents the various grades you can earn on the final to to still get a B in the class based on how we changed it. Then we're going to figure out what grade we would have to get in order to receive an A in the class. So let's use X representing your grade on the final. Or number of points on the final, or however you want to word that. Do you think you know what to do? Sort of. The 100 is really just extra information. So we have 5 grades. What should we do with those 5 grades? Add them all up. And then we have to add in our unknown grade, our X. And then we have to figure out, does that need to be less than or equal to, greater than or equal to 480 points. So take a moment and see if you can set up and solve an inequality to figure out the possible grades to get a B. So we have 82, 85, 76, 93, and 88. And our final exam. To get a B, we have to earn at least 480 points. Can we earn exactly 480 points?
Yeah.
So equals line. Can we earn less than 480? No. So we don't want to use less than. Can we earn more than 480?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Someone who's done it already. 82 plus 85 plus 76 plus 93. Okay. So then we subtract. How many points do we have to get on our final? 56 points. If you want to be in this class, in this theoretical class, not the one we're in right now, you need to get at least 56 points. So 56 points or more. Now, let's go back to this step. 424 that we've already earned plus our final. Let's see what it would be if we wanted to get an A in the course. You need 540 points to get an A in the course. I don't know, can you? What do you get? 116. So, is it theoretically possible to get an A in this course? Not unless that teacher has a whole heck of a lot of extra credit on that final exam. All right? Okay, the 3 problems on your assignment are very, very similar to these 3 problems in your notes, so you should have some guidance to help you. Also, remember to get your ACT practice number 1 done. That is due on Monday.